大家好，我是简泽宇，今天我要录念的作业。A drag, a track, a break, a pray, a black, a play, a clay, a slay, a smack, a snare, a spat, a stay, a scat, a straight, a straight, a scat, a stat, a spat, a snap, a smack, a slay, a clay, a play, a black, a pray, a bray. A tray, a drag, a dray, a tray, a bray, a pray, a play, a play, a clay, a slay, a smay, a snay, a spade, a day, a stay, a skate, a stray, a stray, a skate, a stay, a spade, a snake, a smay, a slay, a clay, a play, a play, a plur. A pray, a bray, a tray, a dray, a drag, a drag, a tray, a bra, a pray, a blare, a play, a clay, a slay, a smare, a snare, a spare, a stare, a scare, a stray, a scare, a stare, a spare, a snare, a smare, a slare, a clare, a play, a blare, a prayer, a brayer. A trail, a grail, a drail, a trail, a brail, a prayer, a blair, a player, a clare, a slayer, a smare, a snare, a spare, a stare, a scale, a strail, a strail, a strail, a scale, a stare, a spare, a snare, a smare, a slayer, a clare. A player, a blair, a prayer, a brayer, a trail, a drail, a drear, a treer, a breer, a preer, a blear, a plear, a clear, a sleer, a smear, a sneer, a spear, a steer, a skier, a streer, a screer, a skier, a steer, a spear, a sneer, a smear, a sleer, a clear. A plear, a blear, a prayer, a breer, a treer, a dreer, a drewer, a truer, a brew, a brewer, a bluer, a pluer, a cluer, a slewer, a smoor, a snore, a spoor, a spoor, a stewer, a scoor, a strewer, a strewer, a scoor, a stewer, a spoor. A snore, a snore, a slur, a clur, a cluer, a pluer, a bluer, a brewer, a brewer, a truer, a drewer, a draw, a draw, a braw, a praw, a blaw, a plow, a claw, a slaw, a smaw, a snaw, a spaw, a saw, a scaw, a straw. A straw, a scar, a saw, a spaw, a snaw, a small, a slaw, a claw, a plow, a blaw, a praw, a braw, a traw, a draw, a dr, a tur, a brr, a purr, a blur, a plur, a clur, a slur, a smur, a snur, a spur, a stir, a stir. A stir, a stir, a stir, a stir, a spur, a snur, a smur, a sir, a slur, a clur, a plur, a blur, a purr, a brr, a trur, a drur, a drawer, a tror, a brar, a prar. A blar, a plar, a clar, a slar, a smar, a snar, a spar, a star, a scar, a strar, a strar, a scar, a star, a spar, a snar, a smar, a slar, a clar, a plar, a blar, a prar, a brar, a trar, a drar,